So I've got a real personal question for you. How often do you go to the doctor? How often do you go to the dentist? Hey, you've found your way to Mortgage Sense with Kevin, a common sense approach to mortgages. My name is Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans. And yeah, I asked you how often you went to the doctor. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Of course, I may be a lot older than you. I may be your same age. You may be older than me. But we all need to be going to the doctor. We all need to be going to the dentist on a regular basis. I think they say twice a year for cleanings and at least once a year for your annual checkups. So let's talk about that. No, I don't want to talk about your health. Let's talk about your mortgage health. Let's talk about your financial health. How often do you do a mortgage checkup? How often do you do a true mortgage review where we go over your income, we go over your debts, we go over your mortgage, we go over your insurance? If you live in a state like Georgia where you have homestead exemptions, are you taking advantage of that? See, it's really important at least once a year to go over these facts. And I'm going to tell you why. Believe it or not, and I know 90% of us out there have a great anywhere from 2 to 4% rate that we're sitting on, and we say we don't want to change that. And I agree if we don't have to. But I'm going to tell you something. Here are some really hard facts. $96,000. Okay, $96,000. What does that mean? That means that the average American right now, is holding on to $96,000 worth of consumer debt that is drowning us. Okay. Now, quite frankly, I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't sleep at night if I had $30,000 or $40,000 worth of consumer debt. But here's another interesting fact. The average equity that people have in their homes is $274,000. So that's two facts. Number one, we're sitting on more equity than we've ever had before in our homes, but we're also sitting on more debt than we've ever had before. You're saying, so what? What does that mean? Well, I had a good buddy about 20 years ago, and I'm not going to give him credit for this because he would want credit for it. But he said, you know what? We can be paying 4% in our front yard where everybody looks at our yard and it's nice and pretty. But we could be paying 25 to 28% in our backyard or in our basement that people never see. And that's a very true statement. And it's been true for over 20 years now because we all want to be able to sit around the water cooler or sit around at the bar or sit around visiting with our families and say, yeah, I got a 4% rate, but we could be drowning in debt. I'm going to give you a couple examples. We're getting ready to close a loan right now that we're going to be able to save this family right at $1,000 a month overall on all their expenses. It doesn't matter why, but they had more expenses. And what is that saying? There's more month than they had paycheck. If you're in that situation, which, believe it or not, 40% of Americans right now are in that position, I've got facts now that 40% of my past database, my past clients, 40% of them could benefit from doing a mortgage refinance and paying off debt. Now, I get it, and that's a tough pill to swallow. But also a tough pill to swallow is not being able to sleep at night if you have that type of concern and you're paying more money than you have a month. If you're interested in having a mortgage review, but I want to get positive for here just a second. That means that 40%, that means that 60% of my past database, which I'm going to guess is 60% of Americans right now, are in fantastic shape. I say no, there's no need to do anything more than I say yes. But the bottom line is you need to do a review. You need to make sure that you're in a financial position that is best for you and your family. If you'd like to talk about this, give me a call. In fact, I don't do this very often, but here's my personal cell phone. It's 423-488-8465. Again, that is 423-488-8465. Whether I've done your loan or whether somebody else has done it, let's have a financial review. You're going to go to the doctor. Let's make sure your financial health is in great shape too. If you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe. tell a friend to tell a friend. At the end of the day, let's make sure you're in a good financial position. And as I always say, if you have any friends, family, or coworkers that are looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home, give us a call. We're here to help you. You can go to my About page right up here, hit a link, send me information. And I just forgot something too. Here's the way I do this when I do a financial review. I'm going to get a mortgage statement from you. I'm going to get your insurance deck page, what they call deck page. I'm going to look up your taxes. We're not going to pull credit. We're going to talk about your monthly debt. I'm going to do what they call a comp search on your home. We've got a great software now that'll tell us within $5,000 or $10,000 what your home is worth now. And it's a great software, and we're about 98% accurate on that. So we're not going to pull your credit. We're going to look at your mortgage statement. We're going to look at your insurance. We're going to verify your taxes. We're going to talk personally about the debt that you have, and I'll run it through our system to see if it makes sense to take a look at it. And then we take it to the next step. If it doesn't make sense, I'm going to tell you it doesn't make sense. Give us a call today. Let's do a mortgage checkup. Let's make sure you're in financial great health. Have a great day.